a controversial company. So in terms of a growing company that the market is failing to appreciate, I think one example really pops to mind, and that is Cigna, which is a health insurer in the US. Now, this is a company that has consistently delivered in terms of growth. It's growing 5 to 7% as an insurer, and recently it bought what is called what is a PBM, Express Scripts. So that is not a growing business, but overall it's still growing 5-6% per annum. It's producing a lot of cash flow. It's doing everything it says it will do. But the share price has fallen roughly 40%. Why? Now, it's purely political. Is it Mr. Bernie Sanders? I don't know what. Bernie Sanders comes out and says, Medicare for all, okay? Now, that's a great catchphrase, and it's an idea. And what happened when that was announced as a policy, the whole healthcare sector, but in particular the insurance sector, got hit very hard in the market. And already it was cheap because there was already quite a bit of attention in this kind of segment of the economy, but now it was very acute and the share prices really fell rapidly. First of all, we can't see this happening easily in the US. There's approximately $1 trillion worth of market cap in the US that would be wiped out if we just did away with all the, if we went with Medicare for all and just did away with insurers, private hospitals and dialysis clinics and what have you. Okay, that would all just disappear. Maybe another thing we have to consider is how many people work in this industry. Approximately 2-3 million people work in this industry. Okay, let's get rid of them as well. And then the government would have to say, okay, let's manage everyone's healthcare. We've never done this before, but let's do it ourselves. Well, they'll discover they can't really do it themselves. It's not that easy. They'll have to rehire all those people and to do it for them, or use the insurers and pay them money to do it. But either way, it's not that simple. And even if this was to happen, let's say Bernie Sanders would have to be nominated for the Democratic Party. He'd have to win. Then he'd have to get it passed through the House, the Senate. Then it would have to be enacted, and then and then they'd have to figure out how much it would cost the government, which they probably can't afford. It's just a very unlikely event, we think. Now, there is probably a probability of that happening. However, we just look at the business. It's growing. It's doing what it says it's doing. It's ignoring all this kind of distraction, and we're getting it on 9-10% free cash yield, which means what? If we buy it now, in 8 years' time, the money that I've invested, if I bought the whole company, debt and all and equity, I get all my money back in 8 years' time. Okay, then I have the business for free. Now, all this that we described before, that some candidates are saying they want to do, all of that would have to happen within the next 8-year period for this business to really lose us a lot of money. So this is a more controversial and interesting kind of investment that we've actually been adding to as the company has been selling off. So we think this is a very interesting opportunity for us at the moment.